Welcome back everyone. Here we are after a couple of days of building on our ROKR gear ball challenge. Got our good bit of our base in. Got our clockworks clocking or working or whatever they functioning anyway. Everybody's spinning and all our spring-loaded dealios are doing their deal. Flag. Like I say, I'm assuming that's our finish indicator. I'm way too easily amused by that. But that's where we're at so far. And also, I guess, if you're new here, this is what I do. I buy these kits and build them step by step, mostly in real time. You can see all my successes and all my failures, and I hopefully fix those inevitable failures as they come up. Upload daily and just try and have a good time. We're not solving the world's problems, we're just building silly little models, having a bit of fun. If you see any kits or builds or sets you want me to take a shot at, feel free to drop in the comments. I'm always looking to add on to my list. And I've got the most intelligent audience in YouTube because y'all provide me with nothing but the best options. That being said, we're ready for page 13, so let's jump right in and get going. So we got a couple of these guys, got a slight angle on them. The angle goes forwards, it looks like. They go in either side over here. Yeah, sort of lock in our little lip we got going there. Do my angle correctly. Yeah, it is set up where there's that lip there. Make sure you can't put them in backwards. So that's, like I said, I'm always in favor of something to help me not make a mistake. And that's definitely helpful. Okay, so I'll move you back a little bit because we're going to work on something separate to be installed. Get all these guys out here. Yeah, closer there. So get everything. Yeah, that's a better view. Okay, so we go you, flat side up, goes in here. This guy, no, yeah, this guy, the hook up over here. Like parallel hooks on them. Now, this. Okay, so hold it like this. This, their little detail there goes in. Okay. Right here. Here. Bottom in. Okay. Body. Nice and snug. Got a little drawer situation. This might actually be, I bet this is going to be our storage for our ball bearings. And you. Okay. Up to here. Back in that. And this guy in front of that. And down here. And I'm looking at that, and let me see what I got. That could be a little more vibrant, I believe. Let me get a red and see how bad I can mess up the ROKR logo here. Just add a splash of color to it. I can see a little bit better on it too. Yeah. Okay. So far so good. I've still got 2 letters to mess it up with. So just a nice little splash of color to give it a little juice. Okay. And you go in there. And that's all for page 13. So 14. Got this guy. You go in there, and don't need to be this close anymore. We got our here. Yeah, that's that is going to be a drawer to provide storage. Probably. Let's see. Got my wax over here, and I actually remember to turn it on tonight, so I get to melt it a little bit now. I just want to ease a little bit here and here. Go out. And use something on the other end. And nice little slop on the bottom. Yeah, I think that made some difference. Oh yeah, that definitely storage, because there's where the finish line is, and it empties into our little drawer there. Okay. Still hanging a little bit, so I think it's just not coming out square. Alright. It doesn't say anything about putting the... Actually, it does say put wax on there, so... I'm supposed to put it in here on the bottom. You know what? Won't hurt to have it in there, too. Put it everywhere. Yeah. I just feel like it must. I think I'm not pulling it straight, so it's binding a little bit. That's the only reason why it's hanging. Okay. Oh, actually, it's got catches here to hold it back, so that probably has something to do with it too. Just notice those. Okay, enough playing around with that. Let's see here. We're going. Put you back again, because we got first thing to make us another cover, but I need either these guys, little guys, or 6, 8, and something underneath here to make it solid. I gotta put some studs to mount this guy onto. Those worked really good. They stayed flush front and back. Love it. Okay. So, move it out of the way. Let's work on these guys. So, you. Let's run you through. Do that twice, it says. Oops, no. here. Okay, that makes more sense. E50 and yeah, topper. Twice on those. And those 4 guys, and that concludes page 14. And I can suspect these guys go down here. And that says they're supposed to crossways on the. I think I did this one. Yep. In that way. And this with the gear, the lean going towards the front, into the bottom. Okay. Okay, so that's going to be operating our levers here. Okay. And in the front. Okay. So. Now, this guy goes in. Like I say, we're going to put them over our. I'm looking at something here. This one, notice it's got some dead space before it goes in, but that's, yeah, that's the only way it can be done, so I guess that's right. Okay, just double check myself for and let's get these guys a little bit wider again. Go, okay, get 6, yeah, 6 to hit here, so I'm not sure which way is more breakable, having the flag up or the flag down. Find those guys up, right, on that side. There, here in place, and here. You'll be able to see, and y'all see. Okay, there it went. And then, okay. One of those things where, yeah. This time it actually doesn't say anything about waxing. I'm surprised, but they are functional, so that's what we want. Okay, and the bottom half of that page. These guys, and a couple of screws. And 16. Over here, we're closing up the front side. 36. Uh-huh. 32. And 17. Alright, so that's, I'd say, completes the outer facade of the base. Looks like we still got a few things to add internally, but that's getting us going. Yeah, we're about to build something go internally here. So that's definitely right. Oh, and screws go in here and here. That's right. Actually, I picked up these. Got some tiny screwdriver with the replacement from a PS5 controller battery the other day, and that came with a pair of little screwdrivers, and they're different colors, so might as well use them. That one didn't. I guess it caught. Didn't feel as secure. It went down there. This one threaded in. This one felt pretty loose, but it's staying. So yeah. And that's. Yeah, that one's. Hanging a little bit. If I can get, see if I can get the wax. I'm using the liquid wax. It might work right here. Get this. On top. We got a little bit on the. Okay, I think that seems to have helped. May just be holding my mouth right now, but yeah. Okay, so that's all for 15. I do get to set you aside now because we got to build. Gonna work on, like I said, one of our internal structures, or I guess external structure. It's one that's going to show our internally installed structure, maybe. Yeah, put that one off so I know which one was which. Couple little accordion bits are to go, and okay, these 12. Okay. Now, start with you. Yeah, okay, these must be rubbing against something because it's saying we're supposed to make sure and sand them good, which I did anyway. Got a little wax on there. Okay. Now I'll take F2, which has got the decoration on that side. Here, here, here. Oh, oops, forgot to run this guy through. It's into this side, it says. Okay. Now we have these guys in here. And send from here around to here. Yeah. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Switch down pretty good. This, with our arrows on the top, going into here, goes all the way around this one. There we go. Now, bringing the other side on, which should be the fun bit. Working these bottom guys first. Side. Okay. I thought just installing them was nerve-wracking. Down and back. There it went. There we go. Okay. Oh. Those going in there. Everything looks right. Cool. Now, okay. I left these guys on because I didn't realize how vastly different in size they were as I was pulling them. I sanded the outside this way, so. Okay, so then these gotta go onto each one. Let's see, where's my, so we could all the way to the end. Let's see. Okay, just push them on in. Just trying to make things more difficult by trying to make it too easy. Snug. Okay. Now we just add these on both sides here. There we go. And now, a batch of goodies. Here. Side. Likewise with you. Okay. All right, now this one. No, I missed one. Should be one more piece. 321. No, I got it. Where I had it. Ah. Fell out when I was sanding. Okay. Go in. Second one. Decorative one goes in these two. And then these guys go up here. So no decorations on them, so I just get either or. Okay, got that guy, and that concludes 16. And then page 17, we get more goodies. And you, our little arrow cutout goes in up the top here. And we set you aside, evidently. Move over to these guys. Okay, so did I not get? I missed more of them. Okay. I think just the 45. Should just be 4, 7, 6. That can be over here with the 46. Oh. What's that? E45. That makes more sense. Oh yeah. How many of those do I need? 3 of them. Okay, so just one more. Over here. And unfortunately, those are all inside stuff, so you don't have to. I don't have to sand them. Ooh, decoration on it. So. One side. Alright, I'll double you up. I'm proud on this one. Those are so flush, so that's good. Okay. Sideways. 3 of them like so. These guys go straight through the middle. Through these guys. Oop. And cap it on the other side. Okay, so we got a pretty solid chunk here. And I'll set you aside for just a moment and bring in, I'm pretty sure this is our base of the base. Here is where we install our bell. Okay, so it's on top. So you go in there. I'm sure it's the right. Yeah, that's the right tool. Get a little twist here, make sure it's good and snug. Yep. And it'll ring. Okay. Now, let's make sure we got it oriented right. Hole there, semicircle there. So yep, that's the right one. I guess it's actually the only circular one on there, so that makes sense too. Okay. Gave us a spare. I don't know if it made it to the floor or not, but it went over into the darkness, so that's it. That's not the tool for this one. Yeah, this was it. Do it by hand. Okay. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. Still rings. Somebody decided they need to go outside. I'm not sure what's going on over there. Just heard her take off. Okay. Now, this guy. I'm saying, make sure this is smooth too, so I'm going to hit this one again so that I doubled it up. This is evidently the pivot points, so I'll make sure they're flush with each other. Clean them up good. Alright. Okay, so you upside down, it goes into here, so we got see, it's that. Now, I am going to use some wax, but I'm going to put it on solid this time just to make sure we get good. I don't think this is going to have enough friction to rub the excess off, so just colored in like a crayon. It doesn't say to, but I'm exercising extra caution, so yeah, that feels much better. Okay. In there. Let's see. Flip it. And this guy goes in there. Feet in there. Feet in there. And click them forward. Yeah, and that's gonna move around in there. So we got think. My assumption is we're gonna drop it in there. Okay, I think we're really going to have to flip it to make it go over that loop, is what it looks like to me. Okay. That installed, we're ready to bring out the base again. And you go in with our this guy goes into this hole, so let me again just hit those edges with this solid piece of wax just to give it every opportunity to not mess up. Okay, and our flag goes in there. I think this hole here is going to need some wax so that comes up through it. Load up the brush here. Just get it from both sides. Get a good coat on the outside as well. Any more? I think that's the only thing going through. So yeah. The hole. Okay. Over our flag. It should be. Okay, there we go. Line up. Okay, that's coming up. Okay, there we go. Back here, any more? Okay, this one. Okay, there. Okay, you've already gone in. I think that's okay. It's a couple right here, and I did. Honestly, I thought that was going to be underneath, so I did hit this line of black. So it's going to give us a little contrast there, but actually I don't even think that's going to be showing much. Okay. Okay, it's down. Oh, no, that's not solid over here. I'm missing any. Is that just how it is? I think that's just how it is. There's no feet here, no supports underneath it there. So if I'm not mistaken, this. Yeah, so that's going to end up in there. All right. Hopefully we had a little better guidance in that because it didn't. It sort of came out a little wild there, but it's working, so that's a good thing. Okay. Well, we're ready to continue. Got some more decor here. Let's see, and then do make sure we got that guy. He's still functioning too. So I'll take this one. Here, how's that? Okay, spinning nice and easy still. Love it. Everything's functioning still. That's what you want. Now, 17 goes over here, so we're gonna sort of seal up edge here, it looks like. That last. Okay, that's two. Okay, there it went. And 18 over here. There we go. So, sort of sealing up our internals. I almost hate to cover up my gears. I sort of wish they'd leave us windows to see that clockwork going. I thought that before about some of their models. Okay, but I shall digress for the moment. Okay, and these guys and this guy, this will wrap us up for the night. So, you decorative plate to go on top there. And here. And come around back. You go on here. These guys hold this one in. So, through next. knock it down. And I'm just sort of curious. And then our flag comes up, and our marbles in its bucket. Let's see. I should be able to do that with the. It's functional. And get those out of there. All right. Like I said, that's, I think, a good stopping point for the night. I think lots of progress made. Got all our internals sealed up. Got our first little gimmick functioning. So that's cool. Yeah, I'm pleased with it. I think it's going to continue to be a good little set. You'll add in your own splashy color at your own discretion. I just felt a little crazy there. As a matter of fact, we're right at the 45-minute mark. I'm going to see, can that pop back off? I think I want to add, yeah, it's gonna, I'm going to go crazy and add a little more color, I think. We got that outline there. Let's see, it goes with red. Yeah, nice. Oops, don't want the big marker though. Yeah, nice blue, really contrasted. That, of course, immediately went out of lines. Now the tricky part, maybe. Now I'm really getting greedy. Yeah. Probably should have left well enough alone. There you go. That'll be off. Let's rip off one layer, not two. Yeah, not really. But like I say, just a little splash of color, because why not? You know what? It's paint. I can layer it. Huh. The perfect crime. Okay, pop you back on. Alright, now I'm going to call it done. I'm going to try and not see that, put those pieces I missed. But, anyways folks, we'll call that a night. Looking good, happy with the progress here. We're through page 18 now, so that's over a third of the way through. And like I say, I think a couple of them pages are just instructions on how to use the device. But we'll call that a night. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share. Do whatever you want to with all of that. Be good to one another. Stay safe. And click on a link. There's my channel up there if you'd like to subscribe. There's my other channel if you want to see me do experiments every other Saturday. Here's what YouTube thinks you should be watching. And that is the playlist for this whole build. I'll see you tomorrow.